Hey, you're the new student, right? Why are you still awake at this hour? I heard you walking around the corridor earlier. It was very loud and honestly would have woken everyone up. They just aren't bothered enough to tell you. Alright, save the apologies for later. I'm not here to hear you say sorry. What's the reason you're awake at this time? Me? Why am I awake? Well, as I've said before, your footsteps in the corridor are loud enough to wake everyone up. You're awake because you were doing some work? I don't think that's quite the case, listener. Just look at your desk. It's as neat as when you have first arrived. The chair hasn't even moved an inch. Honey, you can't fool me that easily. I know there's something else bothering you. Just tell me what it is. Do you mind if I sit down? Thanks. Alright, tell me, what's on your mind? Why would I listen to you? Because it's technically my responsibility as a senior student to make sure the new students are alright. We're having the Sister Kyoto exchange event soon, and the sooner we get to know each other, our personalities, skills, abilities, the better it is, the higher chance it will be for us to win. Furthermore, why wouldn't I listen to you? Oh, because I seemed to treat you very coldly this morning? You really are an idiot, aren't you? The past is in the past, and the present is now, which is what truly matters. I was simply wary of new people. Don't take it personally. Anyways, back to the question I came here for. What is the thing that you were worrying about? How did I know you were worrying about something? It's very obvious, listener. Or you could just say I have a magic telepathic power that allows me to know what people are thinking. No, I'm just joking. I don't have to worry about your thoughts being read. It's just an intuition, I guess. You're worried about executing your first mission. That's very normal for new students. I think everyone is excited and nervous about exercising their first curse. Of course, some people would have more confidence and ready to fight, but deep down, they still have the fear of potentially failing. And the fear can be conquered if you use the right techniques. From my experience, the best way is just to go for it. Also, if you really don't have any courage within you, you wouldn't have passed the Jujutsu High entrance test when you first came to our school. After all, the teachers want to make sure they've got the right students. And I wouldn't question their decision. Well, in most cases. So, listener, why did you want to become a sorcerer in the first place? I see. Very interesting. You know, listener, you're a very fascinating person. I'd really like to get to know you better. On what aspects? Well, if possible, I would say every aspect of you. From your dreams, ambitions, goals, to your deepest, darkest secret. You're so adorable. You know I was joking, right? You really gotta learn how to differentiate jokes and actual serious things. Hmm? Oh, you want to know more about me as well? That's very nice of you. Sure. Go on. You can ask me a question first. Who do I think I am? You mean my identity? Wow, we're starting off deep, eh? That is a very good question, I must say, and a very hard one, in fact. When you actually think about it, I think the real question is what really defines us as a person. Is it our personality, our hobbies, skills, abilities, background, genes? Is it the traits we're born with or what we've acquired later? Let's say if we were raised in different places, by different people, given different circumstances, would we still be us? So probably not. And if so, what defines our identity and not just a product of our environment? Or does us being a product of our environment defines our identity? For example, if I weren't born in the Zenin clan, my personality perhaps would have been just a bit different. Sorry if I'm getting in too much, but if you want a generic answer that most people would have wanted, I'm Maki Zenin. Born with almost no cursed energy, I know, surprising, quote-unquote disappointment of the Zenin clan, which, disclaimer, I personally do not agree. In fact, I'm gonna become the leader of the clan soon. One day. And there you go. That's my life story for you. Now, do you want to tell me yours? You don't have to go in depth or anything. I mean, just hearing you talk is quite enough for me. Huh? No, I didn't say anything. Anyways, back to you. You think your life story isn't that interesting? Well, whether something is interesting is merely subjective. Something boring to you might be the most exhilarating story I've heard. For that being said, anything coming from you will certainly be very fascinating to me. To be honest, if I didn't want to talk to you, I wouldn't have come into your room this late at night. Trust me, I would much prefer to get a good night's sleep. Alright, come on. Tell me about yourself. Really? That's all you're gonna say? Nah, I'm just joking. See, this is the third time tonight that you missed a joke. We really, really need to give you a lesson on just how to differentiate them. And I really don't mind. As I've said before, anything you say is interesting to me. You can say whatever your wondrous self wants. You're one of the most mysterious people I've known. In a good way, of course. Well, it's not like any other new students approach me much. They are mostly intimidated by my cold demeanor. But, listener, there's just something special about you. Something that I couldn't quite put my finger on. You're like a deep well of secrets waiting to be discovered, or like a brand new chapter waiting to be written. An entrancing story that is to be unraveled, in which one that I would love to be a part of. Nah, I'm not really that nice. You can tell by the way I treat others, though I must say some of them deserved it. But you would be my one and only exception. Why? Listener, really? You're asking me why? Oh, I didn't notice it's already 3 a.m. Alright, sweet dreams. I'll see you tomorrow, listener. What's wrong? You want me to stay? Wow, what a bold request coming from a new student. But alright, I accept it. Also, let's get out of your room. Not that I don't like your room, but I know a place that would be very fun for us to hang out at. It's within the school grounds, so don't worry. Yeah, let's hang out, like right now. Come on, it's not like you're gonna fall asleep anyways. And I promise you, tomorrow is gonna be a very chill day as well. Our school usually gives a 1 week adjustment time for the new students. Hmm? Where are we heading to? Well, I hope you're good at climbing. More specifically, tree climbing. Yeah, I'm bringing us to the top of a tree. Or, or the middle of a tree, if you're gonna say it technically, because we're on the branches. I know what you're gonna think, that what is so interesting about a tree? But it's not just any tree, it's a special one. You can see the best view from up there, and I don't think many people know of it. That is, if there is any. Huh? Are we allowed to roam around school around this hour? I don't think so. It's probably not a good idea that I'm bringing you around breaking rules on your first night, but rules are meant to be broken, listener. That's the only way humans could evolve. If we follow every rule set in the past, I think we'd still be living in caves. Alright, we're finally here. Come on, let me help you up. Uh, it's probably not a good idea to come here without a light source. Listener, do you have your phone with you? Awesome. Could you open the flashlight for me? Thank you. So, what do you think? I know, right? It's stunning. I wouldn't have brought you here if it wasn't this mesmerizing after all. Though this view is absolutely unmatched compared to you. Anyways, I think it's still good for you to get some sleep tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, alright? Good night and sweet dreams.